Welcome to Jerk Brain, the channel that helps you out when your mind has a mind of its own. I'm Greg, and I'm here with my friend and colleague Tammy, and we're two clinical psychologists from RiverStone Psychology and Counselling in downtown New Glasgow, Nova Scotia.
Today we're going to continue to talk about what to do when your brain is being a jerk during this pandemic. And we're going to focus on a particular type of jerk brain behavior called worry. Have you been noticing that your mind is stuck in a loop, worrying about one thing after another? And do you notice that most of those thoughts begin with what if, or they're images of the worst case scenario? This is the jerk brain hard at work.
Some worry is normal. Worry can be productive, but it can also be non-productive. What is productive worry? Productive worry is an evolutionary superpower. It gave our ancestors the ability to plan ahead instead of wandering around randomly hoping to find food. It gave them the ability to plant food for future harvests or to plan traps to catch game. Productive worry gave us the power of invention. Productive worry has three essential ingredients: identify the problem, plan what is required, and then put that plan into action. Think of productive worry as a helpful carpenter that you invite into your house when it needs some repairs. They look around, assess what needs to be done, they plan the work, and then they do the work. Think of non-productive worry as the nosy neighbor that comes into your house and constantly points out what's wrong and needs repair, but has no intention of planning the work with you and has absolutely no intention of helping you at all. Non-productive worry only has one ingredient. It sees and predicts the problem and sticks there in a loop over and over again. No plan, no action, just stuck predicting what's wrong.
We know that we're worrying too much when it happens as a default, when our mind begins to loop repeatedly whenever it's not distracted or busy. We also know it's a problem when our worries tend to chain together like boxcars on a train, and we feel like we're stuck at the railroad crossing, unable to move. This pattern of worry tends to cause a cycle of tension and then exhaustion in the worrier. Taking action, even the smallest step, is the kryptonite to worry. Did you know that the mental behaviors of worrying and looping and taking action actually occupy different parts of the brain? The cool thing is, they actually cancel each other out. Imagine them at opposite ends of a teeter-totter. Whenever looping and worry is high, it means that planning and action is low. But when planning and action is high, it actually turns off looping and worry, shutting down that worry circuit. That's why when we worry excessively, we tend to feel helpless and frozen. Here's a strategy that you can practice right now. Make a list of your top 5 worries, the ones that are looping around in your mind, and then put a check beside the ones that you feel that you have some control over. Now, take the worries that you put a check mark beside and place them into 3 categories. Things that I need to tackle in the next 2 days, things that I need to tackle in the next week, and things that can wait a month or more. The trick is to only work on the category that you need to focus on in the next 2 days. Your mind will be at ease knowing that you have a plan for the rest of the worries, but it will allow you to organize your action into small, doable chunks. Then, as you complete the things that you need to do in the next 2 days, move everything down one time frame category. So the things that you had to tackle in the next week, move into the next 2 days. The things that you needed to tackle in the next month, move into the next week, and so on. Keep the chart out where you can see it, and add things to it as you need to in the categories of next 2 days, next week, or 1 month or more.
We've also written a blog post with more instructions on how to do this on our website, riverstoneclinic.com. Tune in next time to find out what to do when you have worries that you have no control over.
Greg and I would like to thank everyone for watching. If you find these videos helpful, let us know by hitting the like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more tips on how to manage your jerk brain. Thanks again, and see you next time.
Jerk brain videos are meant to assist individuals in their understanding of common mental health issues. They are not intended as a substitute for seeking the assistance of a psychologist or other mental health care professional. We hope you find them useful.
Jerk brain.